Hey Aquarius, your girl Ruth. This part 3. I forgot all about it, y'all. I'm sorry. Yeah, I found some information I'm gonna read about Age of Aquarius and planet Uranus. I mentioned in the last video that it rains diamonds. Um, Also, it's like salt. It's ice cold planet. It says a spoon of salt in the lake. Buddhists say a spoon of salt in a glass water makes the water undrinkable. A spoon of salt in the lake is almost unnoticeable. Such is the challenges faced by scientists who designed Aquarius, since ocean surface saltinity generally averages just 32 to 37 parts per thousand around the globe. It's very hard for a satellite to detect its signal. What's I want to say? So I'm thinking that we're gonna have to take care of our water better. We're gonna have to clean our own water. That's what I'm thinking. It's saying. Uh, it says Age of Aquarius is hope and innovation. When it has occurred, 19th century, it proved to be a time of revolutions in technology, industry, and government. Okay, and government. When the moon is in the seventh house and Jupiter aligns with Mars, then peace will guide the planets and love will share the stars. This is the dawn of the age of Aquarius, the fifth dimension in 1969. Okay. The much anticipated age of Aquarius begins when the March moves to, okay, that's not what I want to read. As long as the ego is separated from the soul, we won't have freedom and progress occurs higher manifestation, but instead we'll have division and we'll continue to attempt to use machines, weapons, robots, or the internet to justify one side of the story, either the ego or the soul. Remember they were talking about that. However, sooner or later, at the end of this cosmic battle, when we will recognize the yin and the yang, and we'll eventually find a new renaissance or the triumph of Aquarius, highest values, humanitarian knowledge, reasons, innovation, and people who work towards a greater goal. It says this is what we should be doing, okay? But it says I guess it would still be the us that's those who try to change things, and then we still got those who trying to keep it the same, like we each time the planets trying to make a better world for our children, grandchildren, and children to come, as well as us being still here. Okay. So Aquarius is the opposite of Leo. Leo is what makes it unique. Leo is the creator and leader. Aquarius takes Leo's unique qualities to the next level, putting them in a higher context. Me is put into the use of we, so that we can create something much greater than the sum of individual efforts. But of course, to get to we need to acknowledge each person's unique qualities. In Greek mythology, Aquarius is Prometheus, the Titan god that stole fire from the gods and gave it to the humans. The fire is, of course, symbol of the light of knowledge, but also quite literally, Aquarius is a symbol of electricity and other renewable energy. So we already know everything been messing with the internet, right? Uh, yeah. So that picture, remember I showed you earlier? Okay, got to do with the light, electricity. We have, of course, started to witness the influence of Age of Aquarius already since the 18th century, discovered by when Uranus was discovered, with the discovery of electricity. These Aquarian influences have since then intensified, especially in the last 50 years. During this new age, we can expect new types of energies to be discovered. Other likely developments are artificial intelligence, space travel, and connections with other forms of life. Aquarius is the most global sign of the zodiac. It rules networks and communities based on mutual visions. And next 2,000 years, there is no more space for top-down heretical cultures or extreme political doctrines. Doc, doctrines, yeah, that's right. Wait a minute, let me get this right quick. Remember, y'all was reading about Tesla, said about he died while trying to invent a death ray. With somebody named Antonio Langaria. He said that he had done this with the help of a 50-foot Tesla coil. In a 1937 claimed to have a death ray that could kill pigeons from 4 miles away and could kill a mouse enclosed in a thick wallet metal chamber. Well, I got who invented electricity and death ray? Nikola Tesla. The dream of this kind of death ray has inspired weapons developers for decades, but one brilliant inventor, Tesla, claimed to have actually created one. Tesla was born in where he received education in engineering. Okay, so who invented Tesla X-rays? Okay, so Tesla invented the X-ray. So I'm assuming that when Tesla was here, the age of Aquarius was also, he was just ahead of his time. He tapped into his Akashic records. That's what I'm assuming of his Aquarius age. Okay, that's how you knew this. Okay, wait a minute. What about? I was gonna ask a question about the death ray. Let's see. Why did Tesla need the death ray?
According to all that and hash 39, interesting. Nikola Tesla hated the idea of war and designed his Tesla death ray in the hopes that he could completely eliminate warfare.
Imagine a beam of energy that could bring down planes from miles away with nothing but electricity. So why was he trying, if he hated war, yeah. I don't know. Okay, this, like Dr. Frankenstein, right? Okay. And then now the death ray appeared in Nikola Tesla's death ray. Now they modeled it up. So that's why I say, yeah, if y'all see anything unusual, you're not crazy. Okay? You're not crazy. And they could blame that whatever happened to you on anybody. You know what I'm saying? I just got rid of that. I should have went on did that. Secrets behind Nikola Tesla's death ray. High potential. Terminal. Dependent. I can't see the insulation supports. Okay. I don't know. It's just strange to me. I'm thinking he. Let me see. Let's see. Let's see. I'm gonna ask a question. Hold on, y'all. I'm not gonna get too stuck on this, y'all. But I'm just curious about this death ray. It says death ray or death beam was therapeutic, practical beam or electromagnetic weapon first theorized around the 1920s and 30s. Around that time, notable inventors such as whoever they name Tesla, okay, claimed to have invented independently. National Inventors Council in the military inventions that include a death ray. While based in fiction, research the energy-based weapons inspired by past speculations has contributed to real-life weapons. Okay, so evidently there's going to be all kind of weapons of all kind in this age, like we were before, but more advanced because people minds are going to be more advanced. So yeah, we got to be really advanced as well. Call upon our Akashic records, our universal records, our earth records, hey, galactic records. You know what I'm saying? Whatever is possible. You know. Let me see what else I had. Where did I stop at? Yeah, I just thought that was pretty interesting. to me, I just want to know what's going on in the age of Aquarius. That's my main thing. You know what I'm saying? So I would like to have the heads up because you also got people's theories of everything. Like where is it? Got one guy. Let me see. Pull it up. He says the age of Aquarius represents the golden age of humanity. Um, okay, it says, and what's most essential to understand about all this is the vast and sublime changes that are currently happening within the collective consciousness of humanity. Uh, I will present 4 key features of Age of Aquarius and further show what we are headed for as a collective species in the coming years. Unification mind. Is important to note that it doesn't matter if you call this transformational period of time on your planet the age of Aquarius or not. In fact, some people simply use phrases such as unified field or the universe within or a new earth or even a Christ consciousness to best describe this long-awaited golden age humanity. But again, it really doesn't matter how you label it. All signs are pointing to speak in the same direction, the unification. Let me see. Let me try to go through this here. Age of Aquarius simply because it symbolized water being poured out of the heavens, cleansing the collective mind of humanity and if of its own forgetfulness to infinity cosmos. Either way, however you label this period of time, the point is that humanity has crossed the threshold and has entered through the narrow gate into an initial stages of unification of the mind, a mind that is no longer divided against its own self, creating a hell out of heaven, as the poet John Millett once put it. The wars, the hatred, and the human suffering for thousands of years came as a ramification for a mind that was fervently divided against its own self, creating hell on earth. But because individuals and collective we will have cleansed and thus unified our minds, our world will reflect in the coming years our own inner physical psyche of transformation, for the world is, as it always been, a projection of consciousness. Together in the age of Aquarius, we will have created heaven on earth as the unification of mind of beingness leads the way. We say separation of racism, all of false belief systems that are ending within the collective consciousness of humanity as we propel forward into the age of Aquarius. I know how this may seem impossible given the current racial friction in the world, but I assure you that the friction will end. What is currently happening is the humanity collective unconscious is being conscious, and yes, whatever benefits within the mind transform from darkness to light, there can be a period of time when there's a lot of resistance as old ways die hard. Okay. Artificial intelligence, AI, will continue to accelerate every day and gain even more momentum in the coming years. What a excessive, wait a minute, I want to write down something. AI and okay. And gain even more momentum in the coming years while the massive influx of artificial intelligence. Okay, wait a minute. Okay. And this has everything to do with the mental programming. You see, for thousands of years, humanity at large has believed in the idea of the outside. In other words, matter has the power. The circumstances have the power. The scenarios have the power. Everything else in the world has a power, just not consciousness. But this has been a mass delusion for eons. But now inserted AI. Artificial intelligence will be a constant reminder that you constantly are the programmer. Thus, instead of being programmed by the world, through an unconscious mind, people will once again remember their own mind matter power over the illusions of the world. Many will allow themselves to finally recognize that they have the power to create whatever level of consciousness is suitable for them to partake in an experiment. It's not artificial intelligence is not destroy not will not destroy the world, but they will help end the world's illusionary outside power in the age of Aquarius. Hmm. Okay. This is in. Hold on. Acceleration of human potential because of unification of the mind that many will soon awaken to. Human potentiality will rapidly flourish across the globe. The flourishing will include the awakening of genius, cosmic enlightenment, rapid accelerations in biotechnical and advancements in space travel and quantum mechanics. The rise of human potential is a key theme that will express in the golden age of humanity, aka the age of Aquarius. This is a true and extraordinary time to be alive, as I said earlier. Okay, now, and this is another one. It says, the misconception of age of Aquarius. Last time we wrapped the technical side of procession of equinox and astrological age. In this point, we'll investigate the origins of belief in these ages and explore some misconception about the age of Aquarius. It is just a load of new age flim flam, or is there something else behind it? The age of Aquarius is usually described as a time when humanity will enter a glorious age of equality and freedom. It's seen as an evolutionary shift that involves a mass awakening to higher consciousness when all people will live in harmony and everything will be wonderful and shining. A new golden age. However, the age of Aquarius and the belief in a coming new age have become enmeshed with each other and aren't really the same thing. Age of Aquarius relates to the precision of equinox and will happen in some point. But the new age will never happen as such because it is religious myth and astrology and popular religion in modern Western. Nicholas Chamber explains. The new age is a phase of history whose existence in time is defined by humanity's near universal philosophical inclination to anticipate an imminent transformation inside the world or entire universe. Like the whatever the words, the new age is always imminent but never comes. It's the second coming of Christ. So here we are again in apocalypse territory. According to Nicholas Champion, the earliest use of the term New Age was in the 18th century during the upheavals of the French and American Revolution. It was used most for French radicals as well as others like William Blake, who wanted to overthrow the old system. Francisco, whatever his name, believed the Age of Aquarius had started in 1726 through 1791, published the theory linking historical changes, precision of equinox. Others built on these ideas, and the 19 attempts were made to link the development of religious perceptual changes such as bulls being worshipped during the age of Taurus, for example. It was also around this time that Madame, whatever her name, started the Theosophical Society and introduced the idea of evolution into spiritual development, the secret doctrine. Her ideas had a huge influence on the development of a New Age movement, which also distorted the meaning of the sign of Aquarius, making it such more possible. Oh, no, I want to say gas mask, because the air sign. So if that's coming down from the planet with the salt and the diamond and the coal, all that, it'll mess with our air. Probably mean gas masks, everybody. You can see the result in the infamous song 60s musical Hair. It's also outlined in the Aquarian Conspiracy of Maryland, whatever her name, which talks about the transformation of consciousness and how we'll change society in the future. Okay, I'm going to stop y'all and go to part, what is it, 3? Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'll be right back first. Like, subscribe, share, and comment.